lovely Munchkins, and welcome in today's video. And to start with this video, I have videos like this on my list for pretty long time. So if you don't like any kind of paranormal stuffs, go away. Like really. But I would not say like big things happen in this video. There's just like weird stuff happen when I lived in one of the houses in England, and it was kind of creepy, just a little bit. But starting with the story, when my friend, which I used to live in the UK, she went away and I was placed in a small house with the couple. He was from Slovakia and she was Czech, I think, if I do remember that correctly. If I don't, who cares? And they already actually like pushed away one of the tenants from the house, and the agency, they already told me that the couple is like all over the house, and if something will happen, I should just call them and like told them like something is happening, so they will like place me somewhere else. But I was like, I don't care. Like during that time, from the first I didn't have job, but then I find job, but it was basically a job from home most of the times, so I did not care. And when I moved, I make it really clear that they should not bother me, I would not bother them, and we will be okay. So most of the time I was in my room, like seriously, most of the time I was in my room on my laptop doing my job, earning my salary per week. So I was off to go, like I didn't care what they're doing there. But they were like crazy, like one day, and it's like completely off the topic, but this is actually what started this whole weird thing, what started to happen. One night I woke up, I went to the toilet, and well, I found out I have my freaking period, so I needed to go and wash myself, of course. And without fun, the next day she started to bang on my door and demand like why the heck I showered around like 1 o'clock in the morning, like what is wrong with me or whatever. So I was just like, well, I got my period, I bleed from inside out, so I didn't want it to have like blood all over like my sheets and everything. So if she will be that nice to shut up and not to talk to me, then we are off. So of course she wasn't nice about it, like, girl, you're a girl too, so like what do you expect from me? To just like whoop myself or what? And in the same day, they were upstairs because I heard that they went up but never came down, or I at least didn't hear that. I put my earplugs inside in my ears, and I was like, I don't care. But out of nowhere, they were just like banging downstairs, like glasses just thrown at floor. I could hear the glasses, like it was so clearly to hear, mostly when my music was off, because I'm not sure like what I did, if I dozed off during me like watching movie or whatever, but I just started to hear like glass like shattered on the floor, and I was like, what the heck is happening? And out of nowhere, they dozed like wide open. I just heard like the door literally bang on the wall, like that much. They opened the door and someone just rushed down, and there was just his glasses all over the floor. So I was just like what's happening? I just went down, and there was like 5 mugs, I think, and there was all day mugs, all day. No single, like, there was no single one of mine. It was like all day, and it was like, what happened? Why? Like, they didn't know like what happened. I was like, nice, we have a ghost here, and I said that out loud because like why not? It was like very funny. Like they simply just thought that because the window was open, they probably just like fell because of the wind or something. I don't know. Because it was even fun that he was like, well, but they were in a cupboard, so there is no way they was out. Like what? But she was like, maybe we use them. We just put them like they brush it off. They just cleaned that up and went back in bed. They were like, okay, like no big deal. And the 2 days after, I was like, okay, I'm going like out in the grocery, and I even asked them, even that we didn't have like good terms with, at least me and the girl, we didn't have good terms with each other. Like we basically hated each other for some reason. Like he was okay, he was a cool dude. She was not. She was a witch. Like literally, she even looked like witch. She had like long black hair, and she was so white. I was like, a witch, definitely a witch. And I just asked them like if they want something from a town, that I'm going in a town. And she was like, no. He was like, yeah, he asked me for something. I think he wanted like some powdery thing. I'm not sure what that was, but he wanted some powdery bullshit. So I was like, okay, I will find it. I will bring it back. And I even asked him that if they will be at home the whole time, and he was like, yeah, they will. So I went into town and I came back, and they were downstairs in the kitchen, and I was just like, yeah, here, that your powdery thing. And he was like, yeah, and then I just saw that they was like kind of terrified or whatever. Like I was like, what's happening? And I was like, well, they needed to call the agency, and then like something is happening, and the agency told them to call police. And this is the good story. When I asked them like what happened, like why did they call the police for freaking sake? So apparently during me not being in a home, someone started a bang from the other house, which was right next door from us. And this is where it goes even more crazier. I'm not sure if this is common like in any other countries, guys, so let me know down in the comments if you wanna. But in the UK, if you will not pay mortgage, your house will go in auction, and most of the time your house will be sealed. Like your door will be sealed, your back door, your front door will be sealed with this massive iron doors, and on the doors will be like big stamp sort of the, I'm not sure if it's like county or the specific city. And this next door, it was sealed, front and the back, completely sealed. And they just telling me that from the freaking house there is like loud banging, that they heard that like 5 minutes, like straight 5 minutes. It was like banging from the other house, and I was just like, oh, probably someone break in. But then the guy, he's just like, no, it not be, because the doors are still shut. So whoever is there, they're like not pretty visible that they are even there, because the doors seem to be completely shut. So when he called the agency under which we were during that time, they just told him that, well, he needs to call a police, because that's burglary, they just broke in. They're just good. And it actually came after I would say 2 hours. And when they came, he needed to tell them that on what street would you live, and that what is the emergency, and so that everything, and that the house actually is supposed to be sealed. So there is probably someone who broke into the house. And when they came after 2 hours, they unsealed it, kinda. They went inside. There was nothing, and they just told us that nothing is happening. But both of them said that there was loud banging. It was someone wrote something on the floor. Then they started banging on wall and everything, and they needed to call our agency who put us inside of this house and everything. And the police even asked me if something. I was I was in the town. They just told me that, and already I thought it's terrifying. And they left. It was if something will happen, the door was shut, but maybe the person knew what they're doing, and they was there. Maybe they started arguing, but they didn't hear that properly, and the other person maybe started banging on the door. They started trying to make excuses, for not to look that crazy and shit. But they were just maybe they filled that again, and they just ran away, or anything. Maybe they heard you when you were out to look. Maybe they heard what you were telling. No one knew. Those two didn't even tell the policeman that they told in Slovak and Czech to each other during that time. They're just okay, that's okay, that's fine. They just brushed it off. Policeman just left. And the funniest, the not even terrified part was when we went upstairs. They, I think, wanted to go on a date or something, or whatever they wanted to have. I just wanted to go upstairs, lie on a bed, and just die there, because I was absolutely exhausted from me being in town, and I still had work to do during that time, so I wasn't even ready for that. And then all of us, we went down, because I wanted to make some snacks, and they wanted leave, and out of nowhere there was loud banging on a freaking wall from the empty house. Now even I did hear that. Even I was terrified. Okay. I already thought that's definitely ghost. He's just messing with us. They weren't too happy about that, but I'm not sure if those two even believe in anything paranormal at all. I do believe in paranormal. This was crazy, and how the story is not even my story, okay? That's from there. But I was just okay, now I do hear that too. Crazy. Can I move out? Because I'm not sure why, but the British houses do have such a vibe, and It's mostly terrifying when the house is supposed to be empty and it's supposed to be sealed, okay? Like, after this, actually nothing that crazy happened, to be honest, but I knew that after I moved out from the house, there was actually a break into that house. And I read it like on the news, which sometimes popped out like in a news section on your phone, and I just saw that on the street right next to the door was seriously a break-in, but not those two called them, but someone else who saw them like across from the back door, like someone actually saw them like breaking in. I was just like, okay, maybe it was the whole time it, like maybe someone like lived there sort of, but they didn't want to pay rent or anything, so they lived there for free or anything, like who knows, like really. But it was really crazy, and mostly with the part that the glasses, like the cups broke, like they fell down, all of them, and they just broke, they shattered and everything. So even that was like crazy, but you can like explain that maybe really it was like a wind or whatever, or just a funny ghost tried to mess like with things or anything. I don't know, but it was actually like pretty funny, like I'm not gonna lie. But like you never knew. And the most funny part for people, there is very easy to like live in abandoned house, to be honest, like because you are paying for gas and electricity and stuff like this, and even that house was not supposed to be like furnished, like there was nothing, at least that what policeman said, that there is nothing in the house. Like you can buy on the card in England the gas and electricity, and just like someone seriously could just live there and no one would notice that for months or even years. Like you never know, like that's how crazy things are in UK. But this is actually like pretty funny to be fair. Like I didn't thought I would have such experience in England, and to be fair, it wasn't even first, so like whatever. But this was actually funny because not for me, but from them what they did. Because you know, like I who would call police when you were here like banging from a freaking abandoned still the house? Just tell me that, like no one probably, but like whatever, like seriously. But okay, if you like the video, you can give me a thumbs up, or you can join the Dislike family and you can be a squad member of our Dislike family if you want. It's up to you. You know, like I'm not going to beg for you to dislike the video, because it's up to you if you want to join a Dislike family or not. But if you want to subscribe, I will be so glad if you will do that. You can smash the subscribe button to see my face more often when I will upload. So until then, see you later, Munchkins.